Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, he already dead. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream. Cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. But your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hate it or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. It's the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington Redskins. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Come on, let's go.
Throwing on first down. Boom. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw again. Boom. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, a 22. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's first and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer Pressure too much. Down he goes. Kendall Beckwith coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Boom. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Following the interception, Winston. And his first pass is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ready. White 25.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Boom. Going for it all. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 3rd down, boom. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. It's their quarterback taking it in, and the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
All that, and it only nets them a yard. It's 2nd down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ready. 125.
Second down, Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Winston from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Boom. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Ready. Blue ready. Sonic. Hey, sub. Let's go. Shift. Green, triple C. 5-0. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete.
Let's go now.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Ready. Flag 22. Follow.
They'll pitch it out to Jones, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
3rd and long for Winston. He's going to launch this thing way down. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 39.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Green, triple C.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Ready. Blue ready.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Ready. Blue ready. Green, triple C. Green, triple C.
Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that'll make our score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
Off play action. Boom. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 84 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Jameis on second down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender is unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
Here's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Matt Ioannidis able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be fourth down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now it's Crowder. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington! Paul Richardson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Winston now. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Ready. Blue ready. Green, triple C. Hey, watch the lane. Sonic. Green, triple C.
Jameis now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 2nd down, Winston again. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ready. Blue ready. Here we go. Hey.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Let's go now.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Ready. Blue ready. Here we go. Oh. Here we go. Oh. Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Turn. Shift.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. He's got Evans. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Let's keep bringing it. Stay in there. Hey, sub. Let's go. Ready. Black 22. Sonic. I got one. Hey, sub. Let's go.
1st down, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Winston. And he's going to go down again. Zach Brown. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Ready, black 22. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, dude.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Ready. Blue 80. Here we go. Even.
From the gun, Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
On 1st down. Boom. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. The final shot before break. Boom. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. The 2nd down throw for Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10. Boom. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ohio!
Throwing again. Boom. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Ready, blue ready. Green, triple C. Hey, sub. Let's go. Hey, sub. Let's go.
A first down throw for Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Hey, sub. Let's go. Check.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Zach Brown in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Ready, blue ready. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready, back, hey, sub. Let's go. Johnny. Green, triple C. Follow.
Now Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Ready, blue ready. Sonic!
On fourth down, they do snap it to Winston. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Throwing on first down. Boom. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Boom. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Operating from the gun. Boom. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Ready? Black 22. Green, triple C.
Winston. Evans has it left side. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing, Winston. And incomplete on the deep ball.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there.
Sonic, ready? Black 22 hot. Check. Hey, sub. Let's go. Sonic.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Here's Winston. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
Green, Trevor C.
Now Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ready, blue ready.
Mike Wood. Let's go, baby. Big turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Green, Trevor C.
Here we go. Oh. Here we go. Oh.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Hey, let's get it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
Ready. White 25.
Check 99. Check 99.
White 50. Green, Trevor C. Hey, sub. Let's go. Green, Trevor C.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready, blue ready. Follow.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Ready, blue ready. Green, Trevor C.
51 for Mike.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
To throw, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And you don't see that every day. Actually lost 14 yards there on the return. But I guess the important thing, they have possession of the football. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen. Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions. Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time. To throw on 3rd down. Boom. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure. Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun. Boom. And this is incomplete. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward. So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Ready? White 25. Green, triple C.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Ready? Blue ready. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 52 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Ready? Blue ready. Hey, sub. Let's go. Sonic.
Winston now. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now. Green, triple C. Ready. Blue ready. Sonic. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Frank Clark in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Green, triple C.
Out of his end zone, Winston. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Green, triple C.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position.
4 down, check.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Boom. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
forward.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Troy Apke. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Ohio! Ohio!
To throw again. Boom. Able to shake him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
Here we go! Red 38! Red 38!
Looking to throw. Boom. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Redskins on third down. And even 40 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing again. Boom. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Ohio! Ohio!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Ohio! Ohio!
To throw again. Boom. His pass caught at the 4. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. Operating from the gun. Boom. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they're going the wrong way, as this will drop a